All right, are we all here? Great. Good afternoon, everyone. We're so sorry that we were starting a few minutes late. I see that people are still getting on. We have about 800 people registered for this webinar, so thanks so much again for joining us. Today we'll cover some important and interesting information about this year's conference, and I'm glad to be joined by several ladies who will share the information. So, ladies, please introduce yourselves.
Sure. My name is Shantae. Can you guys hear?
We should have, you know what? I will call. So, Shantae, why don't you go first?
Sure. My name is Shantae Gray. I'm the Senior Registrar and Meeting Planner. Welcome to the call today. I know a lot of you guys probably heard from me, so welcome, and I'm looking forward to meeting you all in the next couple of weeks.
Awesome. Diane? You are muted.
I thought I was going to do so well. Hey, everybody. My name is Diane Simon Ferguson. I am the conference coordinator for the conference team here at MMAC. Thank you so much for joining the webinar today.
Thanks, Diane. Shadon?
Hey guys, welcome. So excited you guys are here. I am Shadon McCanns. I am a licensed professional counselor by way of Atlanta, Georgia. You guys can't wait to, like Shantae, meet you guys in 2 weeks.
I know. Ooh, it's less than 2 weeks, Shadon. All right, Nishi.
Hi, I am Nishi Parkinson. I am glad you all joined us today. Hoorah, USCHA, bringing you warm greetings from St. Louis, Missouri. And I can't wait to see you all in a few weeks.
All right. As you can tell, we are all joining from different locations with different levels of internet connectivity. So we're about to get started, but as I start to speak, we're going to shut off our cameras just to make sure that we don't lose connectivity. So let's get started. All right. So this year we'll be meeting at the Marriott Marquis Hotel in DC, and we'll also be using some meeting space at the courtyard that's directly across the street from the Marriott's rear entrance. It takes less than a minute to cross the street. So when you're looking for a particular workshop in the app or in the conference program book, make sure to read the full location and note whether it's taking place at the Marriott or the courtyard. Remember, we are having workshops at both the Marriott and the courtyard. All right. Okay, so by now everyone knows that we decided to highlight Black women this year, and we are so excited. The conference theme is a love letter to Black women. You'll see this in the increased number of workshops, all of our plenary sessions, affiliate meetings, and even in the exhibit hall. And MMAC couldn't do this by ourselves, so I'm grateful to the Black women who served on this year's Black Women's Advisory Committee. Please take the time to look at their names. They're also on our website. We started meeting earlier this year, and I'm grateful because they gave unfiltered comments and advice about some of the concerns that Black women have had attending USCHA over the years. And we tried to address a lot of those things by having a separate track of abstracts reviewed by Black women, increased scholarship applications that were reviewed by Black women, and in so many ways, we tried to make this a great conference experience. And this is our attempt to do our small part. I do want to say that we wish that we can cover everything, but no one space can accomplish this alone. So let USCHA be a spark and an inspiration for everyone to do the intense work for your various focus areas. Next slide. Okay, so before we get into the meat of the conference, we want to talk about some of the things that we have planned. You know, every year we have our lounges, our persons living with HIV lounge. We'll have a trans GNC lounge, and we also will have a youth lounge, and we also have childcare. So make sure if you need childcare, arrange in advance by sending us an email at conferences@mmac.org. And in fact, we're going to talk about that a little later in the webinar. We are going to have counselors available in case you become triggered during the conference or one of the plenaries and you just need to speak with someone. The locations for all of these rooms will be posted in the app. One of our newest lounges, the 50 Plus and Long-Term Survivors Lounge, they have a lot planned. They actually started in the pandemic, so it's been great to see the physical version of that lounge. It's being curated by several community organizations, and they have a packed schedule for each day of the conference with activities such as Tai Chi, self-care circles, and networking. We'll also post the schedule in the conference app. So just as I said a few minutes ago, we've invited two of the ladies that are working on the different lounges and the different spaces to join us. I'd asked them to speak about what they're doing. So Nishi, let's talk about the Black Women's Lounge this year.
Alrighty, our Black Women's Lounge this year will bring a Hall of Fame tribute to none other, some special women around the world. Just keep in mind, we couldn't put every woman in the Wall of Fame, but you are special if you stop into our space. We have a 50 Shades of Purple event that will happen where you will curate your painting on a canvas. We have a vision board experiences. We have a vision board, gift bag, and giveaways and raffles happening all in one space. We also have an affirmation board that will be created by all of you queens in the space. And we also have a spoken word artist coming to you guys on Thursday. So stay tuned for all of the amazing things going on in the Black Women's Lounge. And I want to say thank you to the subcommittee who has been so graciously with working with me behind the scenes. Thank you.
Thanks, Nishi. I wanted to add that the Black Women's Lounge is going to be in the Scarlet Oak Room on the second floor of the conference space. Thank you. All right, Shadana, I invite you to talk about the Healing Circle Room.
Hey guys, so I'm trying to figure out, y'all know this is, okay. So I am really, hey guys, so I'm excited. First off, thank you guys for everybody who's attending live and who also may catch this on the replay. So as I introduced myself before, I am a licensed professional counselor by trade, but more importantly, I am a healologist. I believe in helping people to heal. I have a saying that every heal has a soul and every soul needs healing. And that starts with us doing it from the inside out and also recognizing that we are our best tool to heal. And so, as you mentioned, Tara, we know that this conference has been long awaited, especially if you are a Black woman. And the prioritization of Black women this year is amazing. But we know that it's going to come with its moments of heaviness, right? It's going to come with the moments where it may be, and I don't like to use the word triggering, but re-traumatizing or activating something, a part of you that is like, how do I sit with this? What am I to do with this? This is a level of heaviness, and how am I going to navigate this space? And so what I want to do is invite you not only to a room, but to an experience that is going to be just amazing. Just the essence of being able to walk in a space that will give you the ability to not just rest, but be rejuvenated, reset yourself, and be able to come back to the conference with a renewed sense of being able to say, you know what, I went in that room, I got what I needed, and now, okay, I'm centered again. I find I have a joy, I have a peace about me. And so this room is going to be curated. This is unlike the counseling room where you will go in and the counselors will have conversations with you. This is a room that is specifically curated to allow you to just be. I often encourage people to lean in and oftentimes just connect with the source that's already within you. So this room will have a massage space. It will have a space where, you know, if you want to come in and just breathe. Breathing is important, it's essential in how we continue to show up for ourselves. Meditation, there will be, if you just want to just, again, lounge in the essence of the essential oils. But what I also wanted to curate in this space was a moment where you don't even have to talk. You can just allow the inner child and the creativity parts of you to come out in the creativity space where you'll be able to draw, color, paint, whatever that is for you, but just giving you that ability to recenter, reset, recharge, and come back to the conference. Come in for a moment and just relax, relate, and release. And this is a curated space just for you. It is, of course, a love letter to you. How are you going to choose to be intentional about loving yourself while at this conference? We are so often there to pour into everyone else, but this is a space for you to pour back into you. Be recharged. And I'm excited about what this will look like for you, the experience that you will have. I will have a registration for those that register. Please know that there may be, or there will be, a free gift for you. I look forward to seeing you in less than 2 weeks at USCHA. Thank you guys for this opportunity. And I look forward to us healing together.
Thanks so much, Shadon. I appreciate that. So next slide, Diane.
Hello again, everybody. We are a week and a half away from this wonderful, awesome conference. And Tuesday, September 5th, is the first day of this wonderful, awesome week of plenaries, workshops, and meetings. To begin the week, we have some pre-conference meetings which require a separate registration. The first one is 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Tuesday, September 5th. The United States HIV/AIDS Faith Coalition presents Faith Forward, Contemplating Faith, Celebrating the Divine Feminine, and Combating HIV Stigma and Interfaith Pre-Conference. The second pre-meeting is from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., which is the pre-USCHA Black Women's Summit, and that registration is closed. The third pre-conference meeting is from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and it is the HIV and Aging Research, Current Landscape and Opportunities. And that pre-conference meeting is still open, as well as the Faith Coalition presents Faith Forward. If you would like to register for those pre-conference meetings, go to our website, and go to the agenda. You can register for both of those if you click on the link in the agenda for both of those meetings. Also on Tuesday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., registration is open. There is no on-site registration. We will talk about that a little more later in the presentation. And from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., the exhibit hall is open. Next slide, please. On Wednesday, September 6th, you will see the agenda here. The exhibit hall is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please note that the exhibit hall is closed during plenary sessions. From 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. that evening will be our wonderful welcome reception hosted by the best host committee, the DC USCHA host committee, and please come out and join us for that welcome reception. Next slide. On Thursday, September 7th, the exhibit hall is open. Once again, it is closed during the plenary session. And you will see the other sessions that are happening on Thursday as well. Next slide, please. And may I just remind you, I'm sorry, I forgot, on Thursday is the last day for the exhibit hall. So make sure you get in there, see all the vendors, all the exhibitors, because Thursday is the last day for the exhibit hall. On Friday, sessions will take place as well. Registration is open from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Friday. Next slide, please. And Saturday is our last day of sessions. Our closing plenary will be from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. And please be reminded that all sessions will be in the program book and on the app. So make sure you download that app and get more information. More information about the app is coming up later in the presentation as well. But download that app. It'll be chock full of all different kinds of information that will be helpful for you to attend each and every session that you'd like to attend. Thank you.
Sorry, you know I was talking and muted at the same time. All right, thanks, Diane. So for those of you who've been to USCHA, you know we try to have special plenary sessions planned. And for our opening plenary, this is the one that reflects our theme, Love Letter to Black Women. This plenary will feature a diverse group of women that are sharing their stories, and I'm excited for you all to hear them. Some of them are elders, some are new faces, and we also get the opportunity to give space to the Dandelions movement, who are ready to lead. We are so glad that Congresswoman Maxine Waters will be gracing us with her presence, giving us some of her time to speak to our audience, and we secured Sweet Honey in the Rock to provide the entertainment. And so we have a special request for Wednesday. To borrow from the Christian faith, we want you to wear your Sunday's best, whatever that means for you. This is a perfect time to wear your hats, your head covering, step in your heels, and basically stun on everybody. So we have plenty of areas to take some fab pictures, some Instagrammable moments. So come ready, basically show us what you got on Wednesday. The rest of the days are business casual. Of course, it's optional, but we hope that you decide to dress up with us. So on Thursday's plenary is sponsored by Gilead, and it's titled "In Her We Trust, She is Glorious: A Celebration of Black Womanhood." This will be an inspiring plenary that will celebrate and honor the exceptional leadership of Black women and their ongoing contributions to their families, their communities, and society. This will be achieved through stories and performances, and they also have some special guests, so make sure you're there. Friday's plenary is sponsored by V, and it's titled The S Salon: Desire, Pleasure, and Intimacy, an experience in 3 acts. They'll have a dynamic live show exploring desire, intimacy, and pleasure through the artistry of award-winning talent and community partners. Sounds interesting. Highlighting V's long-standing commitment to HIV to Black women, the salon will provide a platform for those who are working with us to change the narrative around women in HIV, reframe risk, and honor the leaders that move the work forward. And Saturday's plenary is our federal plenary. And we'll be treated to a panel of Black women leaders in the federal government that will share what their various agencies are doing to address the HIV epidemic in Black women. We'll have representatives from PACHA, HHS, CDC, HRSA, NIH, SAMHSA, the FDA, and HUD. So we are looking forward to seeing them and hearing their message. All right, and those are the plenaries. All right, Diane.
Thank you, Tara. So we have 2 surveys at the conference this year. The session-specific surveys will be linked in the app, and a QR code will be at the registration desk. The other survey is the overall survey, and that link will be available in the app, and a QR code will be at the registration as well. Please take the time to fill out these surveys. Your thoughts and your opinions do matter, and they help us and the presenters. Thank you in advance for doing that. We really look forward to receiving lots and lots of evaluations and surveys. Next slide. This year's USCHA is offering 22 CEUs, and the participating organizations for these 22 CEUs is the National Board of Public Health Examiners, the National Commission for Health Education Credentialing, the National Association of Social Workers, and George Mason University. And to get these CEUs, you must fill out the session-specific survey. At the end, it's going to ask you, at the end of the survey, it's going to ask you if you are requesting CEUs, and you say yes. Fill out your name, your email, and your CHES or your NASW number on the survey. And we will get those out to you in a few weeks after the conference. Thanks again.
Thanks, Diane. Okay, let's go over the meeting space. Again, we're meeting at, yeah, Shantae, I can do this part. So we are meeting at the Marriott Marquis, and we are, this starts with the M1 level. The M1 level is one level below the lobby. So basically the meeting space in the Marriott are on 5 floors actually. So when you come into the hotel, there's the second level, which is the open mezzanine. And then there are 4 levels below the ground. So this level will have some workshops. Next slide. The second floor is what I was mentioning. So this is the floor plan of the second floor. It's also called the mezzanine level. We have a number of things located here. It'll be very busy because this is where registration is located. So please see where basically the Rose Garden boardroom is. Registration is going to be located directly in front of that section. We also have the Black Women's Lounge pointed out in Scarlet Oak. We'll have the counseling room, our TGNC lounge, our persons living with HIV respite lounge, and some other space. So this will definitely be pretty much the first stop to you actually getting into the conference, going up to the second level, and making sure that you're registered. Next slide. All right, M2 floor. This is another busy level. So this is the floor where the main ballroom is, and that's where the plenaries will be held. And this is also the site of our conference operations office, the media office, the host committee office, as well as some other breakouts. The M3 level, there's a spot for lots of breakouts, as well as our child care room, our healing circle room, the youth room, lactation rooms, and it's also the site of the poster presentation. So if you are coming to present a poster and to set up a poster, most of the poster boards will be on this level. And the M4 level, another level with a lot of activity. This is where our exhibit hall is. So as your Capitol Congress, Mint, Treasury, and actually Archives, it looks a little gray there. Those are the breakout rooms, as well as Senate and Pentagon, but the rest of the halls, the floor is pretty much comprised of the exhibit hall. It is a Liberty and Independence ballroom. And basically what we do is we treat both ballrooms as one exhibit space by having people enter through that wide corridor and enter through the middle doors. There's another lounge at the end of the hall. Okay, and I mentioned before that we're also going to have some meeting space at the courtyard. It's not going to be hard to maneuver at all. Everything is on the second floor. So you go out the rear entrance of the Marriott to the L Street entrance, and it takes less than a minute to cross the street. You take the escalator or the elevator up to the second floor, and it's pretty compact and it's easy to find. Great. So the exhibit hall, I'm not sure if Joy is in, but I'll talk about the exhibit hall. So the exhibit hall, Joy, you're here?
Oh, you can hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, great. Yes, I'm here. Thanks, Tara. Hi, everyone. I am Joy Howard. I'll be managing the exhibit hall again this year. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of my exhibitor friends and my USCHA friends that I've encountered over the past few years. It's a wonderful time with the theme being to support Black women to come back to the team again. So we have over 80 exhibitors in the exhibit hall, and a lot of this information has already been shared by Tara and Diane, but just to reiterate, we'll be in two separate spaces that will be connected through the corridor. There'll also be some vendors in the hallway, so make sure you get around to check everyone out. We're going to be bringing back the bingo card again. For those of you who have attended in the past, may remember that it's called Blackout Bingo, which means that you have to complete your entire card by going around to the exhibitors who are listed on the card. They will give you a stamp. Once it's completed, you'll drop it in the ballot boxes that we'll have around the exhibit hall. And then we'll do 2 drawings throughout the conference. So some of the fabulous prizes that you'll have the opportunity to win can be anything from Apple AirPods to Amazon gift cards. And we have one vendor that loves to give a lifetime supply of condoms. So you don't know, who knows? It'll be all kinds of fun things that you can receive during Blackout Bingo. There's also going to be some seated massage chairs dispersed throughout the exhibit hall. So if you're feeling weary, need a little break, make sure you check in to see one of the masseuses that'll be joining us. I do want to remind everyone that they make sure to have your conference badge in order to enter the exhibit hall. So looking forward to seeing you. And then for the exhibitors, I look forward to meeting you or seeing you again when you check in at exhibitor check-in on Tuesday beginning at 9 o'clock. So setup is going to be from 9 to 1, and then the exhibit hall opens at 2, as Diane mentioned earlier. You'll be there Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and after the hall closes on Friday, that's when breakdown will begin. It's very important. I really want to make sure the exhibitors are staffing their booths the entire time during the conference, particularly, for bingo. I'm telling you, conference attendees will track you down in the hallway, in the bathroom, because they want those prizes. So please make sure that you're staffing your booth the entire time that the exhibit hall is open. And obviously not just for the prizes. People really want to hear what you have to say and learn more about your organizations and what you're offering. So please, please, please make sure that your booth is staffed at all times by at least one person. Exhibitors will receive a ribbon to be able to enter into the exhibit hall just prior to the hall opening. So when you're returning from lunch or in the morning, so that you can set up. So you will need to have an exhibitor ribbon on your badge to enter the hall, and you'll receive that at check-in when you arrive on Tuesday. We do not have exhibit hall only passes, and so you would have to purchase a full conference registration. And then I want to reiterate to download the app that has been mentioned a few times. There is a section on there for exhibitor registration. It's live now. So if you want to check out what's there, that's for attendees or exhibitors. And if anything else is needed, please let me know. I can be reached at the same email that the other ladies on the conference team can be reached as well. So looking forward to seeing you soon. And this is a list of our exhibiting companies on this slide here. So thank you for everyone who has returned to USCHA as an exhibitor. We have a few new folks, and the more the merrier. I don't think I have anything else to say about that one.
Thank you, Joy, and we look forward to seeing you in a week and a half. Hi, everyone. Shante Gray again. So let's go over some other things at the conference. I think one that's very, very special to a lot of people are child care services. So again, this year we will be having child care services on September the 6th from 7:30 to 6:15. September the 7th from 7:30 to 6:30 p.m. September the 8th from 8:30 to 6:30 p.m. And then also September the 9th from 8:30 to 1:15 p.m. Please notify us ASAP. If you will need child care services for your child, of course, you can email us at conferences@nmac.org. We will need your child name, the age, the parent name, the cell, and email. Also, you will have to fill out an application and sign a waiver. Again, if you need child care services, please email us ASAP so we can sign your child up for the services. Next slide, please. Now let's talk about registration. Now this is where you will find me. So I'll be at the registration, so please come say hi at some point in time. And definitely I want to see you guys on in y'all Sunday's best. So definitely come up there and say hi to me. So registration is located on the second floor level, the mezzanine foyer. Again, as Diane said, that will be open Tuesday, September the 5th from 2 to 6. And here's a tidbit advice that I like to give people. Come on Tuesday, and it'll probably be less lines and we can get you through as early as possible. Come at 2, we'll be open, we'll be ready for you. But Tuesday is probably the low-key day. So just a little tip that I'm giving, come on through on Tuesday and let me get your badge and so you can be good to go. And also, once you pick up your badge, you can go straight down to the exhibitor hall and go see the goodies that they have in the exhibitor hall. We're open Wednesday, September 6th. From 7:30 to 5. We're open Thursday, September the 7th from 8 to 5. We're open Friday, September the 8th from 8 to 3. Please note, we do not have registration on Saturday, so we will not be around. So make sure you're coming between Tuesday and Friday. The most important thing about this registration this year is that there is no on-site registration. Please note that we are at full capacity. We will not be taking any more registrations. I know I probably responded to the next 100 emails. But unfortunately, this is so popular, I should say backed by popular demand. We're actually sold out for the conference. So I apologize in advance, but we are sold out and there will be no on-site registration. And any questions about that, you can email us conferences@nmac.org and we'll be taking some questions at the end. Next. So everyone will receive this email that you see right here. It's called our barcode confirmation email. And in this email, you would get a confirmation email, confirmation barcode in it. And so what it does is it helps us expedite the process once you get to the registration desk. So you can do one or two things. You could print out this form that you get, or you could screenshot it on your phone. So basically, when you get to the registration desk, you would show this barcode. We would scan the barcode, and then you would get your badge. Please note, this email will come out on September the 1st, and then we'll do it again on September the 4th. If you don't receive it, kind of check your spam folder. If you don't receive it again on September 4th, definitely check your spam folder. Again, because it's going to over 3,000 people, so sometimes it goes to spam folders. If you do not receive it, please know that you could come with your ID and we still can check you in. This is just one step in the process to expedite the process, so you won't not be standing in line for a long time at the registration desk. Again, you would get this email on September the 1st and September the 4th. Next slide, please. Transportation to the hotel. So most people, or majority of our guests, will be flying into the DCA airport. We highly suggest to download Uber, the app Uber on your phone. We also have Lyft, but download the app on the phone. The average range between $14 and $18. Again, this is average. We're not sure. Please don't quote us on this. but this is what the average amount price is to get to the hotel. Definitely, most taxis take cash and they take credit cards. Again, Uber is the cheapest option, or Lyft, when you fly in from DCA Airport. Next, please. So let's go over something that is so important. As we move forward, technology forward, if you guys have ever attended a conference, we definitely ask you to download the conference app. It's very important. It has the program information. It has the floor plans of the exhibit hall, the Marriott Marquis, the workshops that's at the Courtyard Hotel. It's a messaging and chat function. You can message anyone else that's at the conference. And you can chat with other people in the conference. So this is a good way if you meet somebody and you're networking and you want to make sure you have their information. You want to make sure you can talk to them in a function. Also, you will receive push notifications. Many times things get lost. I mean, everything, sunglasses, bags, everything. So we have a push notification so we can contact you. If we find something of yours or someone lost something, we can do a push notification. So these are very important. If there are any changes in a conference, we do push notifications. We also let you know some of the major upcoming things that's coming up. So it's very important to get this app. And you could download the app using app on Apple app or Google Play Store. And it's USCHA 2023. Again, you will be searching 2023 USCHA and download the app. We will have a limited amount, and I say limited amount of printouts with the agenda on it. So I highly suggest you download the app now and start updating your information in the app. Next, please. We would like to thank our sponsors. As you know, we cannot do it without our sponsors. So we would like to thank our presenting sponsor, Gilead, our platinum sponsor, ViiV, our premier sponsor, Merck and HIV.gov, our patron sponsor, Mr. We would also like to thank our other sponsors, our collaborating sponsor, Janssen, our colleague sponsor, CVS Specialty, FHI 360 program, which is building equity through advocacy, our media sponsor, which is Pause. Our other sponsors is Broadway Cares, EMD Sereno, Health Merch, and Third Technologies. And so we thankful for them and all their sponsorship this year for the 2023 USCHA. So now it's your time. This is your time to shine. This is your time to ask me 1,000 questions because you guys do it. This is your time. We actually have Allison over in the box who is answering questions for us as well. So any questions, this is your time to ask us any questions about the conference. And Chip or Allison, we're ready whenever you are.
Okay, we've got a lot of questions. I've been trying to answer questions as we go.
Thank you.
Just we had a couple of general questions and repeat questions, so I just want to go through those real quickly. One, this webinar is being recorded. It will be available on the USCHA website tomorrow. So if you missed anything or you want to go back and look at it again, if you want to share it with anyone, it will be available there tomorrow. You only have to come to registration the first day of the conference. You don't have to register every single day. You only have to come in when you first arrive, and then you're good to go. And you also don't have to register for individual sessions during the conference. Once you've registered, you can go into any of the sessions during the conference. We've had several questions. We also had questions about the lounges and the healing room and the Black Women's Lounge. They want to know if anyone can go into those, or are they just meant for the can other than Black women come to the Black Women Lounge? Can anyone other than 50 plus come into the 50 plus lounge? Can men come in any of those? So we've had several questions like that.
Yeah, thanks so much. And those are great questions. So the Healing Circle is open to everyone. The Black Women's Lounge is, it's obviously the Black Women's Lounge, but it's open to everyone as well.
And also for the badge, so you just need to come to the registration just to pick up your badge. So once you pick up your badge, you are good to go.
Let's see. And I'm sorry, I'm scrolling back through. Give me a second, I'm scrolling back through all the questions.
And while Chip is doing that, once you pick up your badge, you will also pick up your beautiful and wonderful conference bag. So don't forget to get the conference bag.
We have had several questions about COVID. Do you want to? You all want to go over the COVID?
Yeah, sorry, I meant to address that at the top. So most of you have been noticing in the media that there have been just a slight uptick in some COVID infections and hospitalizations to note. So we have, we abandoned our policy to require a vaccine proof to upload. We were not doing that, but we are strongly encouraging everyone to wear masks now. It's going to be, 35, 100 of us all together. We don't want the conference to become a super spreader. So, it's not mandatory, but we encourage masking at this time.
Okay. We also have a question about confirming when exhibitors can start tearing down their booth. It's after closing on Thursday, or is it on Friday?
No, so it's on Thursday from 5 to 9.
Questions about childcare. We received confirmation regarding childcare if we send an email request.
Yes, we will get in contact with you. And you'll also be contacted by the vendor, Playtime Sitters, who's providing the on-site childcare.
Several people have suggested if you're flying the DCA, you can take the Yellow Line Metro train to the hotel.
Absolutely.
You just go to
if you are love to be on Metro or public transportation, the hotel is right at the Mount Vernon Square Convention Center stop, just 1 block away. What is that? Yellow and green line, right?
Yellow and green. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But the yellow line is the only one that goes from the airport. The green line does not go to the airport.
Okay.
What is an institute versus a session?
Yeah. So an institute, and when we say session, like session 1 times, I know that the terminology is a little confusing. So institutes are basically 3-hour intensive sessions. So they're longer workshops essentially. And where we say session, like the session 1, session 2, session 3, those are the workshops. And those are 2 hours in length.
We've had a number of specific questions about booth size, what comes with booth, et cetera. Joy, can they email you on that?
Yes, they can email.
For exhibitors? Oh.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Shantae.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, so the question is whether or not exhibitors get food or
No,
general attendees.
We're getting a lot of questions about exhibit booths, like size and space and what goes into them and all of that.
Oh, Yes, they can email me they can reach me at the same conference's email that the rest of the conference team can be reached at, and I'll also send out an email kind of recapping the high level deadlines and information that the exhibitors need.
Okay. I just put the sorry, Tara, go ahead.
People who are coordinating those organizational booths should have received information like, a few months ago. So please, if you haven't heard anything, if you're coordinating a booth, and if you haven't received any materials, please definitely reach out to Joy, because we may have other people listed as the contact people.
Question about parking at the hotel. Is it free?
I said, don't do it. It is high. It is what? Is it $65?
$65.
Yeah, 65. Yes.
Unfortunately, Do not, I will, unfortunately, it's not discounted and it's valet only. So, we're in downtown DC. We'll look around for areas, especially if you're just attending for the day. Perhaps you're from the DMV area. Look at other garages, but the hotel is $65 a day.
And it's also a lot of parking apps that you could download to see what's closer to the hotel. So I suggest looking for one of the parking apps to see where else you can park at.
Some questions about the dress code again for each day.
Yes. So remember, Wednesday is your stunt day. That's the dress up day. And every other day is business casual.
Okay. Let's see. Is there an age range for childcare?
Let's see. Is Allison on here? I believe. Yeah, there is a certain age. There are different things that are required for the different age levels. So if you send us an email, we can get that information, that exact information to you. I don't know it off the top of my head.
Okay. I'm sorry. Copy of the agenda before conference. It's in the app. It's on the website. The program book will be available at download next week, so there are plenty of opportunities to get the agenda beforehand. Question: if there be security on site on every floor?
And there will be hotel security. We also have security at all of our major gathering points. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I'm going through for more general questions. Question asking about the Women's Summit. What time and where do you go if you've registered?
Yeah, if you registered, you will go on Tuesday. It starts at 10 a.m. and it will be on the M2 level in Marquee Salons 1 through 4. There will be some information going out specifically to those registrants.
Someone that registered can no longer attend. Can someone else go in their place?
For the summit or for registration? Or for the
for registration, for the whole conference.
Yes, we could do a transfer if they get it to us by tomorrow.
Okay. Only lunch is provided at the plenaries.
Correct.
That's correct. So
Yeah.
for on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, there's a lunch included in your registration fee. We will not be able to provide breakfast. And just giving some information about the outlets. So the Marriott has a 3-meal-a-day restaurant. They also have a Starbucks. The Courtyard also has a restaurant in their lobby as well. It's pretty good.
Okay.
There are stops in walking distance.
Any questions about? Some people are asking about their registration. Shantae, I'm just directing them to email you about that. So.
Correct. Any registration questions can definitely be sent to me, sgray@nmac.org. Also, our fabulous once at all conferences at nmac.org. We can answer any questions about the conference on that email as well.
Yeah, just keep in mind, if you don't get an immediate response, it's just because we're getting a lot of emails and calls as we are pushing the conference dates, but we will get to you. There just may be a slight delay.
Question on how they pay for CEUs.
So want me to address that, Diana? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the only CEU that you have to pay for are the general CEUs, the ones that aren't profession specific. And those are provided through George Mason University, and that information is provided in the app. Yeah, and I believe you can pay online at their site. The rest of them, there's no fee for the remaining CEUs.
Question about if we're going to be providing masks.
Yes. We'll have some. You can also bring some, but we'll have them at the conference.
Okay. And just to confirm, the Black Women's Lounge is only for Black women.
Well, you know, we would like it to be, you know, mostly for Black women, but, you know, if you want to come in and say hi to someone, that's fine. But yeah, the space is supposed to be curated for Black women.
Someone asking about press or media pass. Email me on that, clewis@nmac.org. I can help you with that. That's CLEWIS@nmac.org, and or communications@nmac.org, and we can help you with that. Let's see. Transportation from Dulles Airport. Well, the Silver Line Metro runs out there now.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that now.
You can grab the Silver Line, and you'd have to change over to either the yellow or green to get to the hotel stop, but you can take the Metro from Dulles now.
Yeah, and it's much more affordable.
How do scholarship recipients check into their rooms, Shante?
Sure. So the scholarship recipients will check in. So as of now, majority, almost probably 90% of any of the scholarship awardees has received an email with their hotel information. You could do one or two things. Just take your ID, your hotel confirmation, and go to the front desk and check in at the hotel that you're staying at. Just please make sure you read your hotel letter that was sent by me to know exactly which hotel you'll be staying at. And if you have any questions, you can let me know. And if you contacted me about any issues or credit cards, please know that we have noted it and we have let the hotel know as well.
Several questions about shuttles from the overflow hotels. There are not shuttles, correct?
Correct, they're not shuttles. All of the official overflow hotels, which are the Courtyard / Residence Inn. FYI, if you receive information from the Residence Inn, the Courtyard and the Residence Inn is actually the same property. It's just a difference in what the amenities that are provided in the rooms, like a refrigerator and a microwave. So the Courtyard, the Embassy Suites, and the AT Hotel, those are the official USCHA hotels. So, and they are in walking distance, so there are no shuttles.
Can payments be made on site? I'm assuming that's for registration.
So we are no longer, there will be absolutely no on-site registrations. So we will have security turning people around because we will not have any on-site registrations this year at the USCHA conference.
Okay, this came up because somebody was asking about how to get from BWI to the hotel. That's a little more complicated because you have to take the shuttle from BWI to the MARC train station, the commuter train station, and take the MARC train into Union Station and then grab the DC Metro from there. So there's about 4 or 5 steps you'd have to do to get from BWI to the hotel. Did I miss anything in there? It's like you'd have to take the shuttle to the MARC station, and then the MARC station from BWI to Union Station. You get on the red line at Union Station. You have to change to the green or yellow line to get to the hotel.
Very good.
It's doable. It's just complicated. Questions about costs for childcare.
This service is completely free. Thanks to everyone, our sponsors. So this service is completely free. So just let us know if you would like it. Just send us an email at conferences@nmac.org.
Question coming up again. If you're registered for the conference, you don't have to register for individual workshops.
Now you do not have to register for individual workshops.
Yeah, the only caveat is so that if you register, the only thing that requires separate registration were those pre-conference activities.
There are process for reporting concerns that come at the conference, such as harassment, language, etc.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that again, Chip?
Yeah, a process for reporting concerns such as harassment or language or anything like that.
Yes, there is, and we actually will be posting that information in our website and on our website and in the conference app. We'll be posting link and also the means to report that information. We'll be updating that by tomorrow.
Question, so for those taking Amtrak, Union Station is the station? Yes, that's correct. Will vegan options be adequate?
Will vegan options be adequate? So if you noted for a special meal that you require a vegan meal, then you would just, when you're in the ballroom, you would let your banquet captain know that you need a vegan meal and one will be available.
On Wednesday, they want us dressed up all day or just for lunch? I think it's all day, right? On Wednesday, it's on Wednesday, we're dressed up all day or just for lunch?
All day, but you could also just dress up for lunch. It's up to you, whatever your comfort level is.
Question, someone was told to come to check in on the 4th. Will they be able to check in for the conference also?
No, registration is not open on the 4th. And 4th is Monday.
Yeah, registration does not open until September the 5th. And you can check out our website with the agenda on it for the days.
Question about breakfast. No, we do not offer breakfast. Question about when will folks receive their scholarship stipend? And when will holders need to pay for the extra days the scholarship did not cover?
Sure, and it's also, this is the information that's in your package, but scholarships can be picked up near the registration desk. I'm sorry, stipends can be picked up near the registration desk. You would check, you will pay for your extra rooms when you check out your hotel.
Is 50+ long-term survivors lounge intended for the general public?
Yes, so that's also a space. It's for 50+ and long-term survivors.
Number of questions about the weather.
That group.
Number of questions about the weather.
Yeah, so I don't see any, we checked, I don't see any hurricanes on the horizon. But typically in DC about this time is Labor Day week, it's still summer. So it's on average about, it's normally in the 80s. But we were within the 2-week window, so weather.com actually should have a good forecast of weather. Absolutely.
1 second, I'm just responding.
The hotel can be chilly, yes. Conference hotels are cold. So definitely be sure to bring stuff in to cover up.
Question about scooters for people with mobility issues.
If you need to rent a scooter, if you can send us an email so that we can get that information for you.
And a reminder, vaccines are not required.
Correct. We encourage them though.
Yes, the dress-up day is Wednesday. No, there are no shuttles from other hotels. Is there a waiting list for the host hotel?
No, but you know, I would try, you know, if you're trying to get into the host hotel the week before, sometimes we do have some attrition, some cancellations. So call them and try. At this point, it's not within our block, so it wouldn't be at our rate, and we wouldn't be able to manage that process. You just have to contact them directly. And normally, if the hotels have some inventory to sell, you can also start checking third-party sites, probably starting next week.
And just to remind everyone, if you're looking for the app, it's available in either the Apple or Android app stores. Just go to either one of those, whichever kind of phone you have, and search for 2023 USCHA, and you can download it there.
Yeah, and most of the information there is up to date. We continue to update it on a continuing basis, and some people have already logged in or started to post, so that's great. But yeah, so most of the information is there, but we'll continue to post things. And our program book will be ready next week, and that's when we'll actually provide the link in the conference app.
A question about after conference events.
Yeah, there are a number of things. We don't know everything that's happening that's affiliated with the conference unless they let us know. But I'm glad to know that people use USCHA as a means to convene. But I know that there are several events. I know that Us Helping Us is having an event at King's Dominion. And I think that there is something going on Saturday night. So definitely reach out to them. Us Helping Us, I know that they have some after conference activities.
A couple of questions about about Black Women's Lounge. Are Afro-Latina and trans women able to visit the Black Women's Lounge?
Yes. You're a woman, you're able to visit the lounge.
Let's see. Is there a separate schedule for 50+ scholars? I don't think so.
You said, are there separate schedules?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you have some specific questions about the 50+ program, definitely reach out directly to Jonathan Ayala to get that information.
Hotel assignments, I'm assuming that's for scholarships. When will people receive those?
So I think, as I said earlier, majority of the people have already received their hotel information. And if you have not, as the emails are coming in, I see them. I'm on top of them. Please email me and let me know if you have any questions. But 90% should have their stuff as of now. And if you have not, just shoot me an email. I'm responding to emails as we speak.
Yeah, and we'll get that confirmation information to you.
And we'll get it to you. And please know, and I should say this again, option B or any of the scholarships, well, option B scholarship does not come with travel. I know those are the emails I'm getting now. It does not come with travel. Also, none of the scholarships come with round trip transportation to and from the airport. So again, be prepared to pay for your transportation to and from the airport to the hotel.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to get through repeat questions here. Another question on the Black Women's Summit. Where was that? I'm sorry, I just lost it. Does that include gender nonconforming and non-binary individuals?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I meant for the Black Women's Lounge. Oh no, that's the no Black Women's Summit. I'm sorry, they're asking about the Black Women's Summit. Let's see. We have a question about a possible government shutdown. That won't affect us.
No.
Will there be enough food for everyone this year?
Yes, so if you're not able to make it into the ballroom, we will have box lunches available for everyone. This year, unlike Puerto Rico, we have an overflow space.
Are there any more overflow hotel rooms available? We are sold out, correct?
For hotel room? Yeah, so if you can reference the conversation, my comments a few minutes ago about, checking with the hotels. Next week, as they start to get some cancellations, just call them and check with them directly.
Okay, there are no additional registrations for the lounges. For childcare, are there in and out privileges for childcare, or do they have to stay there all day?
No, they don't have to stay there all day.
Question about the Wednesday dress code. Why are we doing Sunday best on Wednesday?
Well, we just want people to dress up and to also just show respect to Black women. It's not mandatory.
Will there be gender neutral bathrooms?
Yes.
What if the scholarship recipient does not have a credit card to put on file at the designated hotel?
Again, please refer back to your hotel email that was sent to you. All the information is located inside that email.
Okay. And for everyone who's asking scholarship questions, because they're very specific in many cases, people asking very specific scholarship questions, please reach out to conferences@nmac.org with those.
Yes. So it's two things when you reached out to us. Let us know which scholarship you have, because we have so many different scholarships. So that will be helpful for me to find the information. Let us know which scholarship you have and any questions. Because this is the USCHA one. It's not specific to scholarships. Email me and I can get you the answer as quick as possible. So just shoot me an email. Again, it's sgray@nmac.org. I'm actually doing emails as we speak. So if you send it to me now, I can get you an answer shortly, okay?
Questions again about COVID. I think we're getting some repeat questions. I think people are either not catching it or they're coming on late. But for COVID, we will have masks on site. We are not requiring vaccines. We were encouraging people to wear masks if they want to do so. Also, the app, again, is called 2023 USCHA. Question on the scooters, Tara. How much is the scooter rental?
So send us an email so that we can get that information for you.
Question why the hotel is charging extra for parking?
Oh, all hotels in DC area at least charge for parking, for garage parking, yeah.
Question about how we get CEUs for NASW.
Go ahead, Diane.
So just fill out the specific session survey, and at the bottom, fill out your name. They're going to ask you, the survey will ask you if you want to receive CEUs. Fill in your name, your email, and your NASW number, and make sure you, each individual session, make sure you do a survey for that. At the end of the conference, we can run a report and see what sessions you attended, and we will send out a letter of certification letter to those that attended those sessions with your NASW number on it.
Just a quick reminder to everyone, if you're taking the metro to get from any of the airports to the station, you want is Mount Vernon Square Convention Center on the yellow or green line. And DCA is the easiest one to get to. The others get a little more complicated. Question is, how does hotel registration work?
Are you referring to registering for the conference at the hotel or going to get your room at the hotel? Checking in? So you would just go to, I'm sorry, Chip.
No, I was gonna say, I think that's it, yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so once you get to the hotel, you would go into the lobby and check in at the hotel. Majority of the time, you will need your ID, and usually the ID will have to match your name on file, and you'll need a major credit card for any incidentals.
And that's for general registrants. We're not talking about if we've already made accommodations for scholarship recipients.
All right.
We do not need to submit any COVID documentation. Our scholars staying at the host hotel.
Scholars are between USCHA official hotels, so they could be at the Marriott, the Courtyard / Residence Inn, the Embassy Suites, or the AT Hotel.
Is each session the full 2 hours listed?
Yeah. So workshops, some workshop presenters may decide to break a few minutes early, but for the most part, the sessions go the entire full hour, the full 2 hours.
Do we know the cost of the L line metro transport to and from the hotel? Depends on where you're going. Depends where you're coming from. If you're coming from DCA, Reagan National Airport, it's under $5. I think it's $2 to $3 to go from there to the site. If you're coming from Dulles or BWI, it will probably be more, but it should be more than $5 or $6 even from those areas,
Sure.
should it?
I'm not sure, but Chip, if you could put, they can go to WMATA, WMATA, and put the information in, they can get the exact amount and how much it will cost and how much you get a fare card. I'm sorry, a smart trip card. So I will highly suggest to put in the WMATA information so they can know, since we don't know the exact amount. Thank you.
Question, will lunch be provided to children in childcare?
No, they will not. Allison, correct? If you can type that in the chat. No, believe so.
Is there somebody asking a case of what do people do if there's a health emergency?
If there's a health emergency, number one, if you're at the hotel, you should let the hotel know so that we can contact security and also call 911. There's a person living with HIV lounge who's there to just provide, just minor medical assistance. But basically but if there's a major medical emergency, and whether that's during the conference day, and you're at either of the properties, either Marriott or Courtyard, you would contact the hotel directly so that they can call 911.
Sure, and be able to see their name on the Connect part of the app.
Should you be able to see your name?
Yeah, I think if you're and in the app, you should be able to see everybody's name, correct? Who's registered in it?
Yeah, if they've actually logged in and created an account, you should be able to see their name. But not all registrants have done that yet.
The Renaissance Hotel within walking distance to the venue.
Absolutely, yeah, it's very close.
Sorry, folks, I'm just going through there. Who do you contact about scooter rental?
You will send an email to conferences@nmac.org so that we can get that information for you. We'll basically find
Can I
out
put,
scooters at the hotel.
and I just put in the chat, the metro station again is Mount Vernon Square Convention Center on the yellow or green line. Sorry, it's on both the yellow and green line. Let's see. Are exhibitors welcome to join sessions?
Absolutely. Your registrations are full registrations. They're not exhibit hall only registrations.
Will the attendees list be shared with exhibitors?
No, only the attendees lists are only available to certain level of sponsors. I know that unfortunately there are scam emails that go around asking if you want our USCHA attendee list. That is not sanctioned. That's not something that we approve of. So that's a fraudulent email if you've seen that. However, for exhibitors, we will have lead retrieval, and that's the process for being able to scan individuals' badges so that you can generate your own mailing list.
Question of what floor the plenary sessions are on again?
They're on the M2 level.
Oh, so I posted that from Dulles to the Mount Vernon Square metro station via metro is $6.
Awesome. Thanks for researching that.
DCA to Convention Center, $2.70. Recording of this will be available tomorrow on the USCHA website. Question about meals. Lunch is the only meal provided during the conference.
Yes, starting on Wednesday.
Is the Madison Hotel close to the host site?
It's not far. You may want to take some transportation, but if you feel like walking, that's fine. But it's not, it's not like just a few minutes away.
The Courtyard Residence Inn is right across the street from the venue, right?
That's correct.
I think we've hit the end of the questions so far.
Okay. Are you sure?
Well, no one else has come up yet. If you do have any more questions, this is your chance to ask them, so please do.
Chip,
And I
can you
will
go
drop the.
to show our email
I'm sorry?
address? Can you go down to
Yep,
the next email address, please?
Mhm.
Thank you.
If there's nothing else, then we will see you soon.
Oh, sorry, Tara, there's one more question. Just came in.
Okay.
If your session got moved to the overflow at Courtyard, will there be Wi-Fi available for their presentation?
Yes, we will have Wi-Fi at the Courtyard.
Question about social media recording. I'm assuming that means you want to record something for your social media. I don't think that's an issue.
Yeah, we don't have any issues with recording and plenaries. However, if you're in sessions, I would say basically if you want to record something, record the front of the room. Do not record just general attendees. Just record
the question about, oh, sorry, Tara.
Go ahead.
A question about interpreters.
We will have Spanish language interpreters. And we will also have sign language interpreters. And also if you need sign language interpretation, if you if you didn't note that on your registration form, please contact us. Otherwise, we typically just have those for the plenaries only if we don't receive any requests.
Any listing of food venues around the hotel, or does the hotel have restaurants?
The hotel will post a list, and I'm sure we can ask the host committee if they have something as well. The hotels also have a list of, the concierge desk would have a list of restaurants that are in walking distance of the hotel. So yeah, definitely check in with the concierge desk.
Who is the point of contact for volunteers?
Volunteers, our host committee is actually arranging that. So I believe we still have that form up on our website. But if you can just send us an email, then I can give you the email address of the person coordinating the volunteers. So send an email to conferences@nmac.org and we'll connect you.
I think that's it.
All right. Okay, thanks so much for sticking it out.
Thanks,
And
everyone.
we will
See you soon. Bye.
see you soon. Bye.